Hey guys, this is Mr. Burns. Sorry I'm not there this morning, although today I will make sure that the video is working. Your assignment today is to complete an assessment. And the only reason that it's an assessment is because I want to ensure that you're making some progress today. And I'll use it to kind of measure where you're at, but you're going to have other opportunities to show that you can learn this stuff more deeply. But I do want you to be doing some work today. And so here's what you're going to be doing. At the front of the room are two sheets of paper. One of them is an image like the one you see on my screen here. And there should only be one of those at your desk for you and your partner to use. And that paper I need you to leave here for the next class period to use. The other thing you're grabbing is a image examination tool, and it'll look like this. It's not exactly like this, but the format's pretty much the same. So you've got these two things, and your task is to spend some time considering this image. And as you think about it and look at it, you're going to go through this image examination tool and fill in some of these spaces. Now you'll notice that that there's more text describing what should go in each spot, but the main ideas are you're going to write down what you notice. I need at least 5 things. And actually, this is probably the most important place to start in the image. A lot of people are going to start by noticing the most obvious stuff, right? I noticed there's a rabbit, right? And that's fine. You can have 1 or maybe 2 of those things, but I do want you to try to look around the image. So look for other things. What other kinds of shapes or types of diagrams or text do you see that triggers some other memory in you, or something that you notice that you think might help you better understand the image overall? Okay. The point here is to understand the image as a whole piece, not simply to say, oh, there's a picture of a rabbit, there's a picture of a dog. That doesn't really interpret what the image is for. So this image has a purpose, and my hope is that you can learn about that purpose. Now you might be wondering, like, what does this have anything to do with Animal Kingdom? So the animals that we're studying now, these 3 different kinds of worms, we're dissecting Annelida, but we're not going to be doing a lot with Platyhelminthes and Nematoda. This activity actually is going to be the one main activity we do to assess, or as an assessment of and learning about Nematoda and Platyhelminthes. These are 2 other groups. And we're going to learn in particular how humans and other living things interact with these animals. I don't want to tell you more than that because I don't want to give away too much about what these images are showing, but look carefully around here, and the more time you spend looking at it, the more you'll be able to learn from it. You're going to record what you notice. Then I want you to start thinking about, what does that remind you of? Have you ever seen other images like this, or drawings that do what this drawing does, or I don't know. What does it remind you of? Something that it reminds you of. What does it make you feel? Like, as you look at it, what are some things that occur to you, that feelings that you have? What do you wonder about it? So what are some questions you have, or things you would like to know more about based upon what you saw? And then finally, you're going to try to communicate what the big idea was the author was trying to communicate. What was the takeaway message? Why was this image created? What can you learn from it? And so that's your first task. And when you're finished doing that, you'll come back here and watch a second video that'll detail what I'd like you to do for on the back side of that image examination tool. Then you'll put your name on it, turn it in so that I can look at it this weekend. All right, guys, have a good break, or have a good weekend.